Hello, Sophie, Anarchist Mum here. I'm talking today about making a living. I make a living. I struggle with the word business. It doesn't sit with me. I question it. I don't like it when it's broken down. Busyness. I lived in busy. Busy hid me from myself. It was what I had conditioned myself to do from education, from work that I'd been part of, careers I'd had. And when I started my business out, it was how I functioned. I functioned on a place of fear, because that's what I thought we had to do when you run a business. You have to go out there. It's about becoming bigger, better, faster. And it never ever sat comfortably with me. I always felt a little bit like I was wearing the wrong size jumper. That's the best way I can describe it. But I wasn't really listening to myself at that time. I was still powering on through because that's what you have to do. It's very high functioning. Just get on with it. And after I'd started yoga about 2.5 years ago, and I started to slow, which is not the easiest process when you've been a very fast and get on with it, smiling kind of people pleaser girl. So I started to step back and I started to hit the whispers, and deconstruct all I had constructed. And it was about a year ago, I let the business I let my nail business, the way I made a living, go quieter. It was just rumbling along, and I took a step back. I went and sat at the beach every day, and at Thorpeness, not going to gain a lot of perspective. I stepped back from it all and really sat with what my values are as a person, what my free values are. How do I want to run this business? I don't want it to get bigger. I don't need it to be a giant salon. I don't need it to become a franchise. What I want from it is to make a living and have freedom. And that's what my intentions were. I also want it to give me space with the freedom side of things, I wanted to give me space to create, to write, to make these, to do art. That again, for me to do all those things, they're not necessarily for me to make money from, but they are for me to have a creative outlet. But the way I make a living can nurture that. It nurtures the life I want to live for myself, for my husband, for my children. Together, we have the life we desire. And each time we get to a point of what we've desired, we make sure we take time out and relish that desire we once desired. I didn't want to be constantly chasing that imaginary carrot, which is set out from a very young age. Get the grades and you'll get this. It will lead you to this job. It will help you earn this money. But it doesn't focus on the well-being of yourself and the family time, if you wish to have family time, and space to create for you, space for you to be creative. It's all about the working as hard as you can, fast as you can. However, this culture is beginning to change. Millennials are coming through and they are questioning the way we run things. And I'm really excited about seeing what is going to emerge over the next few decades. It's a really exciting time. So yeah, I have a lot of conversations with people. I had someone the other day who was a girl who's wanting to set up on her own, but her idea of an entrepreneur is about you have to go out and sell, and it's about getting as much in as possible, and it's about you got to grow the business, and you've got to do this, that, and the other. When actually you don't have to, if you don't want to, which refers to another blog of mine. You can base it on who you are as a person, but first of all you have to figure out who you are as a person and realise that the values that you probably have challenge the status quo of what we're told to do when it comes to running a business. But it's about making a living. And I'll use this as an analogy. I've written it on my blog. If you want to go out and be an eco warrior, be an eco warrior. Be a bloody brilliant eco warrior. Build a mud hut. Grow your own veg. Get your electricity from the sun. Go all out eco. Live and breathe that life and write about it, and document it and take pictures of it and become that person, because by becoming that person with yourself, you will then vibrate out to others, and someone will come along and go, I want to know how you do that. Someone else will then come along and say, I also want to know how you do that. Workshops begin. You start to teach, you educate, you grow, and they give you some money for it. It's a transaction. Money is purely abstract in all of this. That's if you want money. You might ask might ask for a swap of vegetable seeds or whatever to grow your own. But it's about transaction. It's not about giving anything away for free. It's about valuing who you are, and realizing that people want to have a part of that. So yeah, how to make a living by being yourself. Message me, whatever. I want to hear what your thoughts and comments are on it. Enjoy.